Hi, it's David from Connect Properties Limited. Today I'd like to have a conversation about ending a tenancy. Now, ending a tenancy realistically is not good news for a landlord. A, because he's going to have to find a new tenant, or B, his other tenant has left because you've applied to the courts to have them evicted. In either scenario, it's not good news. So let's have a look at it. Right, ending a tenancy, quite simply, if the tenant surrenders the property at the end of their contract, signs it over to you and give you the keys back, that's an end of a tenancy. Nice, simple. If they don't hand you the keys back and they disappear, then that's not the end of the contract. They're still liable for the rent, if you can find them. Now, one of the big mistakes people make is to think, well, they've disappeared, I'll go in the property, clean it up, paint it, decorate it, and re-rent it. No, you can't. There's only two people who can end a contract. One is the tenant by signing it back over to you, or the other is the court signing it back over to you. Anything else is not permissible. So, if your tenant wants to leave partway through a contract, negotiate with them to surrender. There's no point forcing someone to stay if they can't pay the rent, because you won't get paid. So that's another way of surrender, getting rid of it. If you want to go down the court route, make sure all your paperwork has been signed, is legal, and all's been issued. Your how to rent guide, your EPC, your gas certificate, and make sure you've handed your gas certificate to them before you've handed the keys. If all of these are in line, the court should grant you your possession. So therefore you can then go back in and clean it and get it ready for your next tenant. Do not just go back in. If your tenant hasn't been around for a couple of months, doesn't mean they've left. They could have gone on holiday. If they've left anything in the property and you go back in and they come back, they can have you for illegal eviction. You haven't got a leg to stand on because you've got no proof they've left, because they've not handed it over to you, signed a piece of paper, sent you an email or a text, nothing like that. So don't do it. If you follow the simple guidelines, you should have no problem ending a tenancy. David, Connect Property Limited, thank you.